Hello everyone, I'm Adventure James, and welcome back to another video, and we'll be going over the Twisted 1.21.2 trailer and a little bit of the changelog as well. But I'll have a more in-depth look at the changelog in my next video, so make sure you go ahead and watch that one as well. And without further ado, let's hop right into this, but we're going to start by watching the trailer first, and then going more in depth of the trailer as well. So let's listen in. Now that was a very interesting trailer for sure, and of course I'm very sorry for any of the stuttering that occurred. Blame the very poor internet that I have and a computer that is definitely not meant for all of this. So let's go back and let's go more in depth with this trailer. I'm gonna go back over to the beginning of the video to where they're all perched up on. This, I believe, is in Hibbing, and as you can see, you got the doghouse with the TIV2 turret on top. You got the basic, you got a TIV2 variant with different type of anemometers on the back. It's an all anemometer TIV2. And then going ahead some more, we got another view of the Suburban in the background. That is a TIV2 support vehicle, which is very, very nice. On wheels here looks amazing. The door's now open. I believe they opened before. I'm pretty sure this is just a nice look at it. And they also added where you can do a whole bunch of stuff in these vehicles now. Do TIV1 variant with a probe on the back as the Mesonet, which is actually a much stronger version than a basic Mesonet, so I wouldn't complain about that. The new KSWBTV Severe Weather Recon Unit, which consists of this vehicle that's pulling out right now, the two basic storm chaser vehicles, and the F-150 Weather Warrior, which we should be able to skip ahead a bit and get it right in frame. Right there is your Weather Warrior. It's got a camera on the front. I don't know if it works or not, but we'll find out when the update releases. And the first person of the vehicle should be updated, potentially. But skipping ahead, we're going to go all the way up to the first look of the updated tornadoes. As you can see here, there's brand new updated tornadoes. You got the new dust field, the dust cloud at the bottom, new wall clouds, new tail clouds. It's looking a lot better than what it is in game right now. And then if you skim a little bit ahead, you can see a little funnel right there, and you can still see, I think that's Scud. I think they try to add the best of their wall clouds so they can add Scud, so you can have some that looks like a funnel, but it's not. And I can really say that, like, back there, it could be where the tornado forms, but it actually is forming right here. I can say that is very, very, very impressive. And you can see the new storm structures right here. It's the wall cloud, the tornado, which is a elephant trunk, and it's a very good looking tornado, I could say myself. It looks a lot better than what they are now. And when we move ahead even further, we have our first ever fully on rope tornado, as they can bend in either direction. I just always wanted a rope tornado and twist it for some reason, and here it is. This is unbelievable, and I can't wait to chase in this. And that is just an unbelievable rope tornado. As you can see, just spinning around the new dust cloud particles and everything that's there. And then you can see here is a bit of Tiv 2 with JL Killen driving it. And then you can see him going past looks like the support vehicle. And then you can see Tiv 2 driving, I believe this is through Hazleton, I believe. And you see their tornadoes right there, or that's a subboard he's driving directly into. And we're going to sim to the new, or more immersive wind effects. As you can see, there's more immersive wind effects, as you can see. The wind pushed the trees a lot more than what it did, because right now when there's strong winds, the trees barely bend. I always want trees that bend in the wind when there's like 70, 80 miles an hour. Eventually, they just snap, and now they finally do again. And then in this one here, you can see a farm. You can see a wedge tornado on the ground. You can see the left edge there and the right edge barely being hidden by the tree, but it's still within frame, and it's a wedge tornado, which is very lovely. And then you can see this looks to be a new first-person point of view camera. They finally returned first-person point of view because it was removed after it's been very buggy, and I think it's finally back, and that is a feature that a lot of people has also wanted. And as you can see right here, you can clearly see there are probes back in the back of the trucks. This is something that was removed for some reason again, but now it is returned, and I can't wait to see when I play and I drive past a whole lot of trucks with probes in the back of their trucks. It's definitely an immersive thing that I've always wanted to see back and twisted in its back, and the first-person point of view looks amazing, along with the first-person point of this truck. And it looks like we have new animations for probes, if I can play it, and it loads. And yeah, you got new animations of the probes right there, him putting it down on the ground, which means you have to calculate your probes properly so you have enough time to get the probes down and get the heck out of there. Now that is more realistic. And then you can see we got the Dorothy probe being unloaded from the back of the Dodge Ram from Twisters. And you can see this one of the KSWB-TV vehicles, storm chase vehicles, getting stuck in a ditch. Yes, there are ditches now in Twisted, and he's stuck in the ditch. He's trying to get out of it, and the tornado is literally right behind him. Right behind him, that is a sub-vortex trying to get him. And if I play it, you should be able to see it right there again. And there's another one right there being formed. And here is the new First Alert 7 Weather Lab with the anemometer and everything on it. It is a splendid vehicle, very well done. And I can't wait to use this when it comes out today. And then our first view of a wedge tornado, because wedge tornadoes right now look horrendous. They look so flat and very ugly. Now they look unbelievably amazing. I wish there was a bit more of a dust cloud at the bottom of the wedges. Maybe they can still tweak the stuff a little bit before the update comes out. I believe there should be a bit more dust surrounding this tornado. And then wrapping it up, we have the tornado hidden. I believe this might be one of these small towns like, I don't know, Wabon or some other little town. And Trusha, who knows. But you can see the tornado hits it, you can see the trees go fall right down, houses are exploding, the power lines, I like that power line flash a lot, that's amazing. And then this house right here just explodes, and you can see it releases today at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. And if I can quickly get it before it all disappears, we can see the updates, storms and tornadoes, new probes and effects, new vehicle variants, many quality of life fixes, rebalance, thermodynamics, and much more. And that is your trailer, and we're going to quickly head over to the changelog. And the rear tornado system, they improved the wall cause on tornadoes, which we obviously seen they look a lot better. The debris cloud behavior is a lot better. Maybe they can tweak it a little bit with the wedges and make them a bit more, the dust cloud more apparent on wedge tornadoes. The tornado behavior and visuals look amazing. There's actually rope tornadoes for the first time I've ever seen. Sub-vortex definitely look a lot better, and they definitely could a bit more work as well. The tornado roars, haven't heard a tornado roar yet, have to wait for when the update releases. Tornado whistles are now more correlated with thermodynamics, which is something that definitely should have been added how long ago. Wind fields are now more gusty, so which means now you can get more gusty winds, I believe. And then wind fields that change shape and size much more frequently, which is actually more realistic. And finally, something that I've been waiting for was improved storm spawns. Now spawns of the storms are much more random and unpredictable. Which means if you have a northern moving storm, it doesn't just form always down in Hibbing or down near Viroka or down near Starbuck. It's now all going to be random and more unpredictable, which is amazing. And now the thermodynamic profiles are increased and changed as well. The cape can now be higher, as it's now more possible. So I can't wait to see what they can get with new records. And then STP and VTP is now possible to become higher as well. So I can't wait to see all these brand new records get broken. I guarantee a lot of records are going to be broken when this update releases. And lower end risks were buffed, which I believe they made the lower end risk a bit better, I think. And of course, you got the new KSW new branded vehicles, the new TID1 variants, and then the new interceptors with the Armadillo, Tornado Attack, Dorothy, and Tornado Puncher. We also got the vehicle first person, which now is now confirmed that is the vehicle first person, and the pros and backup trucks has returned, which is that's nonetheless no matter what, we saw that. And the 3 new probes, there's now 3 new probes, not just one. The Patai was the one that we saw in the leaks, and now there's a Dot 3 and Tin Man. So we'll probably be able to see what those look like eventually when the update releases. And now there's particles to Rocket's probes being fired from Dominator 3, which is something that should have been added when they first came out, and now it's here. And then, now, daytime is now longer and earlier. Perfect. We can now storm chase a lot more during daytime. More like summertime. And then, some other stuff, tornado warnings will now scare properly with tornadoes, which is good. Now we don't have a 2-mile wide tornado, the tornado warning is very, very small. And now we have a health bar instead of just a screen blur. That is something I always want, because it's like, how much health do I actually have left, and how much, when would I die? And now we have a health bar to know. And we have a whole bunch of other bug fixes, and of course it does release today at 4 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Central. And that's all I pretty much have for you in this video. I'll be making a video going over more of this changelog. And, yeah. I'll see you guys when that video also comes out and when the update releases. So, that'll do for today, guys. I'm Victor James. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.